Good morning, friends.
Hey, people.
Though it may be a different time where you are, it is morning here where Sam and I are. Different times of the morning, but it is morning for both of us. This is the third and final break of the weekend, so let us know how you're doing. How are things going? Are you having a good time? Are you sad that there's only 2 sprints left after this? I think there's only 2 left after this. I may be lying to you. Who knows? I'll never know. Yeah, because you were 10.
I was 10, yeah. So yeah, there's
so
2 more.
There's two more.
I was inaccurate on my channel because I forgot the break was right after mine, and I was like, yeah, so go ahead to Holly's. And then after I ended it, I was like, I think I'm gonna go nap. And Stevie goes, isn't the break stream next? And I'm like, I guess I'm not gonna go nap.
I mean, you could have went to nap. It'd have been okay.
Yes, I need social activity.
Yeah.
But no, it's fine. I'll nap after this.
Can I help you? Anywho, let's say hello to our friends. And while we're saying hello to our friends, let us know if you've accomplished your goals for the weekend or if you still have more things to do, what you've gotten done, what you plan to do, all of the fun things. Shannon is still here. Mars is still here. This feels like all of the same people we talked to yesterday. Essie and Mullen and CB. Some deep mystery. Hey, quit it. Good morning from Colorado. Planning to alternate between writing, reading, and creating a promo post during the remaining relays. Sounds like a fun time, Kara. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Katie. Good morning, Grayson. Hello, Bex. Hello, Crystal. Mars has had a great weekend. Mullen so far it's been great and has done so much.
Nice.
CB is not.
Been like getting that beta reading done.
Would you stop? Other CB is not long in. Grayson says, I'm 500 words away from 100,000 in my project. Faye, y'all, not a drill.
Yes.
This is excellent. You're crushing it. Merlin, please stop. I love you, but that hand is trying to operate a mouse. And when you knock it all over the place, you're making me click on things I don't want to click on. Mullen's going to do some mood boarding, so it's going to be more chill. Mars is looking forward to their stream, but StreamYard jumped. But I'm also dreading it because it will be 1,000,000 degrees in the office. That is fair. Our power went out at about 1 o'clock this morning, and it was still 88 degrees outside.
No.
I fell asleep finally around 4, and it was still off, but it was on when I woke up at 6:30. So I don't know how long it was off for, but
it was still hell.
RCB says today is my only day of the event, so she will be working the rest of the day. Jessica's gotten 772 words done, and her goal for the day is 1K, so she's doing good. Excellent. Nice. Maria is kitting up a diamond painting. Alice is here. Essie still has approximately 32 pages to edit.
We believe in you.
Mullen says my mic is normal today.
Oh, it is. Yes.
Well, I went into the programming, and for some reason, the voice effects were enabled.
Oh.
But none of them were set to be on. So I don't know. You guys are probably hearing more of Merlin purring right now than me anyway. But yeah, I don't know what that was. And then when I tried to hop in to do this stream, both my microphone and my camera were not connecting to the computer. So I had to do a reboot at like 10:55. Yes, Merlin. Everybody can hear you, I'm sure. Crystal's going to chill until the 3 p.m. stream, which is fair. And Jessica's going to take this break to do some much needed chores, laundry, cleaning, and decorating the bathrooms. I also need to do some much needed cleaning. I also have some more videos I need to film and some videos I need to edit. So I'm still working through all of my things.
120 more pages.
120 more pages. Mars says, apparently Chloe learned how to get on the mantle in the middle of the night. She somehow snagged one of the gnomes and got it under the bed without us hearing her. You know?
Gnome abduction.
She likes to be part of the fun. Finish an outline, deepen my character development. Not quite all I wanted to get done, but weekend's not over yet. That is exactly right. There's still time to go.
Alternative theory, the gnomes come to life at night and Chloe was defending you.
I mean, also possible. I'm currently reading Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. On page 26. I should put a bookmark in there so I don't lose my spot.
I mean, probably. I don't think it'll be too bad if you have to reskim the first 26 pages, though.
Chloe is obsessed with the gnomes. She eats the butts out of them, same as she does when we give her toy mice. I mean, that's a choice, Chloe. That's a choice.
We're not gonna kink shame Chloe. It's fine. You do you, boo boo.
It's only moderately strange. What are you doing, Merlin? This is going to be a kitty cat stream. Just gonna have kitty cats on screen all stream.
Yes. This isn't our stream. This is their stream.
That makes sense.
We're just here with their permission.
We're just here to operate things for them. I was gonna say because they don't have thumbs, but Merlin does. So
Artemis types. She tries to type so much. Anytime I critique or I am doing revisions, she has to put in at least one suggestion.
Is her suggestion that there are not nearly enough cats?
No, typically it's correcting my spelling on something with lots of one letters.
I mean, whatever works, I guess.
I mean, I am dyslexic. Maybe I should just believe her spelling.
Mar says, I love Merlin looking around as if she's confused where the scritchies are coming from. Like, girl, you know who's petting you. Yeah, she does. She's an oddball.
She's like, I don't know who's touching me, but it feels nice.
You guys can also see her snaggletooth on that side. She puts her face over that long enough. I think her bottom canine is falling out on the one side. And so her top lips, because it sticks out further than it used to. It sticks out at like an angle. And so her top lips gets caught on it all the time, like on the inside of it. So she looks like she's got like some weird snaggletooth thing going on. And someone just came in. So now she's like, who's here?
Who dares disturb us?
It's just grandma. Katie is all of the tired, but has so much that she wants to do.
I feel that, Katie. I had such plans. I wanted to do a lot more than reading this weekend, but I've barely been able to do the reading. It does not help. I am so annoyed at this book, so I'm not even really motivated to read. I'm just pushing through. And we have a storm incoming, so yay.
He's a kitty stream. I like kitty cats.
Very frequently when Jess and I stream together, it becomes the Jess, Sam, and Cow Kitty stream.
It does. The cow kitties like to hang out together, and so they end up being here while we try to do things. Katie says, no, not a storm.
And annoyingly so, it's only supposed to be, well, it says scattered thunderstorms, but it's only predicted for between 4:30 and 5:30. So I'm like, why bother?
How scattered can they be? I don't know what we've got going on today. Oh, our high today is only 81 instead of like 95, so.
Oh yeah, I do think that is our temperature is supposed to be lower today, though I attribute that to the incoming storm.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain from like 1 to 7 today.
Maybe it's gonna, like, part of the rain's gonna go to you, and then it's gonna leave and come down to me. But only part of it. That's why I only get an hour.
Good morning, Regina. Happy Sunday. Let us know how you're doing for the weekend. We are the enemy. Who are we the enemy of? I also need to set up next week's planner and theoretically also set up next month's planner. I have lots of things to do. I'm going to be sprinting tonight with Julie and Amber after all of our fun is over. So,
Look at you having built up such stream stamina.
I mean,
places.
I've only done one all weekend, so
Okay.
Other than these 2 chats, so
that's fair, I guess.
Let's see. We're at 90 right now, but it'll get to 96 just in time for my stream in the hot room. So that's wonderful. Well, hopefully you will be getting this cold weather tomorrow.
Along with the librarians, I will fight your weather. Out of context, that sounds.
Regina wants to know if ants can live inside of a laptop. I'm pretty sure they can. Pretty sure they can do whatever they want. Katie is probably going to take a nap.
Fair, Katie. I was thinking of taking a nap after my stream, which was stream 10, but I wanted to be here for the break. But I'll probably take a nap after. We can be nap buddies. Be back for the closing ceremony.
Supposed to get storms overnight, so hopefully that'll cool things off. Excellent. Crystal said I had so many plans for the weekend, but brain alt F4D and died on arrival. They do that sometimes. It is 86 where Maria is, and CV says nap sprints.
Have done it before.
I want you guys to know that there are no surprises at the stream at the end. There's no, for our closing chat, there's no surprises. There's no, we're changing everything. Welcome back. It's none of that's happening.
We're just gonna wrap up and chat with everybody. I really like doing the opening and closing streams, so seeing what people's plans are and then how they may or may not have fulfilled those plans.
I also really want a Coke, but they're in the garage, and the neighbors are coming over to get the mower, also in the garage, and I'm afraid to go out because I don't want to speak to them.
That's fair.
You put your headphones on, and you or you put your phone up to your ear and pretend like you're on the phone talking to somebody. You walk out, you grab the Coke, and you walk back in that, like give them a wave.
Right. Oh no, where did Jess go? I don't have control anymore. You could put the stream on and then like hold the stream up to your ear and then just, you know, pretend you're talking to us out loud, and then like they'll also hear a person. If you click the wrong button.
Merlin hit the back button on the mouse again. For some
Okay.
reason, this mouse has like the 2 little like go back, go forward buttons, and Merlin knocked it into the microphone stand and it hit the back button. And yes, Merlin hit escape. Merlin did hit escape. It didn't work for her, though. This is excellent advice. Pretend I'm on a call. Perfect. Yeah, just pretend you're on a call. And then, and so if they're out there, you wave to be polite, but you're on the phone, so you can't stop and talk to them because you're on the phone.
Post drop, that's a square. Yep, your bingos.
It is a square on the bingo.
Also, pets on screen.
Also, pets on screen.
Somebody requested we add a dog barks to the bingo.
I mean, we could do that. We should also add
we should update it.
Like a revving vehicle drives by.
Police or ambulance siren in the background.
Yeah. Fun stuff, There's lots of things. Lots of things happen. What if I put this in your hair? Will it stay, do you think? You're still here. You didn't go nowhere. Hi, Merlin. What you doing?
Malin needs one person to be late.
I've seen that. Loud noise interrupts hosts. Can that loud noise be Merlin and her purring?
If it interrupts you.
And also for someone to call their co-host the wrong name. Did I call my co-host the wrong name? Did we do that?
I don't think you called me anything else. I don't know who else you co-hosted with.
Amber and Julie.
Did you call either of them the wrong name? Mix them up.
Mars says, Mullen, you can be late to my stream. Be the change you want to be in the world or whatever. Oh, that's cheating, but I like it. Dogs, kids, sirens, mysterious crash, etc. Yeah, I think the person on screen has to be late.
Okay, Mullen, if you don't have the swear by the closing stream, just message me. And I will be a couple minutes late for you.
But I'm going to stress about being late because I'm a walking contradiction.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily want to be late for my own bingo square, but I will take the hit for y'all.
I feel like I have cat hair in my nose, and I don't know why. Something to do with cats. A walking contradiction. Are you a walking cat tradiction?
No.
Meow. I think we've talked her into being late.
Yes.
Could it be that there is a cat on your desk? It could be that there's a cat on my desk. How did you know? Did you see her and or hear her?
I think that's a stretch.
Ugh. She's like the sheddingest animal in this house, and that's saying something because my phone's ringing.
Well, no.
Suspected spam caller. You are smart, Katie. That's why I love you. You're such a smart little cookie. I want cookies.
What kind of cookies?
There are 0 negative consequences. I agree. Be late.
Yeah, and you don't have to be late by a lot. You could wait till everybody else does their intro and then come in dramatically.
Yes, be fashionably late.
You can make it big.
Grand entrance. By way of the French. Because I said it fancy. And apparently that's what French is.
She does speak French.
I need the 3 square, so when you show up late, also pretend you're out of sync. She's gonna make an entrance. You know, we're a bunch, let me tell you. We are a crew.
A fun bunch.
We are a fun bunch. We are nothing if not a bunch of crazy people with cats.
You drive me crazy.
Also going to call Mars Venus or something to get the wrong name square. That's actually pretty clever.
I like that.
Or do you have another preferred planet? Sounds like cheating. I mean,
actually not cheating because it's not against the rules to stage bingo squares.
Networking. It's a group project.
Yeah. It encourages community participation.
Yeah.
Also, like, you're not actually winning anything over people, so it's not like you doing that is going to hurt anybody.
Making things work in your favor and or gaming the system.
If there were, like, first, second, and third place prizes or something, it would be a little different. But yeah, see, we're all winners. We're helping.
Community participation. Really, Artemis?
Right.
Are you Merlin now? It's like, I'm going to jump in front of this camera here and show everybody that I'm here. Just in case you missed me before.
Yeah, she's like, her and Merlin are kindred spirits. Always have been.
Yes, they are two cats, one soul.
Here she comes. I love my little parakeets.
My parakeet is living with a 6-year-old girl now. She put a Merlin flashes her butthole square. This is why it's just pets on camera, okay? Because it's too much, Katie. Too much. Plus, it's rude to call Merlin out like that in print.
It is.
The whole world doesn't need to know in print that she is a hoe.
You can't fake it, but you can stage it.
You can make someone laugh a bunch. So, hop to it. That's your job now. Make someone laugh until they cry. Something that happens to me at least once a week, so you just need to be extra funny.
Extra funny.
In the context of the conversation that we're having, you flash your butthole to the camera once a week? That's rough. Is this on OnlyFans? Is that how you make your money?
That's what I was about to say. Oh, that's too much pressure. It becomes the only cat square, then any cat can be a hoe on camera.
Absolutely. Gonna bring all of our best jokes to Mars's stream. The more delirious we become, the more likely that is to happen. That was last night on Julie's stream, was the delirium, for sure.
Look, I walked away from, like, Julie's stream to do something, and I came back, and you were, like, talking about all these shows that I was like, my people? It's like, Justice, my people.
Werewolf romance shorts. I have problems.
No, you have good taste.
No, they are awful. Awful.
Are you saying I too have questionable taste?
Yes.
So rude. I mean, we do both bond over Vampire Diaries, which I lovingly call my trash vampire shows.
Yes. The delirium of my Professor Stepbrother Alpha Werewolf videos. That was the same video. He's her professor, her stepbrother, and an alpha werewolf. I'm not sure how he's an alpha werewolf, but, you know, I'm just saying. That is 100% what we talked about.
It was. Julie's face.
Julie was not here for it. Julie was scared for our safety. for our sanity. Love the video essays about those. Yeah, there are some video essays on a couple of them, especially the stepbrother werewolf professor one, which is that's probably one of the worst ones. Not worst acted, just like worst plot wise. There are definitely ones that are worse acted.
Cruel Intentions.
Sometimes tropes are so good you just got to smoosh them all together. They definitely do that. They definitely do that. Also, what isn't legal in Texas? Homosexuality. What isn't legal in Texas? Because we were talking about fireworks and the difference between like in Pennsylvania, they have like weird random pop-up shops everywhere and you can buy fireworks and sell them. And in Ohio, there are fireworks stores, but you're not allowed to actually set fireworks off in Ohio. So you have to like sign a paper when you are buying them saying that you're going to take them out of the state before you set them off.
Yes.
Right. And then in Texas, they just do whatever they want. And I said, what isn't legal in Texas? Because it's Texas. And then we went on a tangent of homosexuality, body autonomy, being a woman, all the things, you know. What I need to know is if there are other supernatural creatures that have this type of content and cult following. Like, is there some other app full of crappy vampire shorts? Well, most of these that have the werewolf things also have vampire ones, but they're usually not as good.
Yeah, it's kind of like I would love to read more like sapphic and girl love manga and comics, but there's so much more like boy love stuff, so I just end up reading a shit ton more boy love because that's just how the cookie crumbles right now.
Half the stories have regular people pretending to be werewolves and they have alphas and whatnots, but they never transform. Yeah, 90. The one I watched the other day, they talked about being werewolves and they talked about like him being an alpha, but at no point did anyone ever transform. But a lot of times, like they'll just have like one body part, like they'll have a very obvious like wolf glove.
From Spirit.
And for some reason, all of them CGI dogs in a mirror. That 100%. For some reason, all of them are.
Katie said the wolves are just corgis in the mirror.
I mean, close. Close. They like. The wolves are like a separate personality within the human, which is something that you never really get in like novelizations of werewolf stories. Like the shifter is the shifter, whether they're in human or animal form. Whereas in all of these, the wolf is like a different personality.
The inner wolf is like super common in werewolf fiction.
Not like, any that I've seen.
Oh, well, there's a shit ton of reading apps that like I get ads for them all the time that sound almost identical to like your werewolf shorts and stuff, and all the time they're like my inner wolf.
Okay, but I'm talking like actual published stories that are like
it's still like it's done differently, but they do still have like an inner wolf or like it's more of an instinct or an intuition thing than another personality. So I see.
Yes, they talk, but it like doesn't have a different name and an entirely different personality and its own like entity. Whereas in these stories, they definitely do. Like they'll have full-on conversations.
Sounds like taken up another level.
Yeah, they'll have full-on conversations in a mirror with their wolf that has a completely different name than them. Like I understand, like in wolf form in like traditional novels, they will have like better instincts or they will be driven to more like they can feel that their wolf has an instinct that they don't necessarily have on the outside
Also,
persona.
in a lot of like fated mate stuff, they'll be like, my wolf like called to them or my wolf claimed them and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's pretty common.
So, yeah, the wolf is kind of like a secondary part of them. But yeah, no, I didn't realize like they had a whole ass name and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
whole names. Short-legged fluffy butt dogs.
Never werewolf bag, of course.
Never seen a good werewolf transition. Not in those shows, that's for sure. If there is one, Randy, I will let you know. 100%.
The werewolf corgis might make me cry laugh. Oh my God.
The witch books I was reading had the wolf as a separate personality. Okay.
Yeah.
And that one is like a completely different thing in that
I was gonna say that is more just like regular werewolf. Really, because Bruce and the Hulk don't really talk to each other.
Right. They don't communicate with each other, and they also don't typically remember what the other one has done. It's more like Jekyll and Hyde.
Or like Moon Knight, if you've seen Moon Knight.
Or Moon Knight.
From how Jess is describing it.
Yeah. Same trashy KU ones I've read. It's created its own canon of the genre. It is what they call the Omegaverse. So typically that's where these stories take place in. So I don't know. It's all weird. My favorite thing about these drama shorts is like they use like the same like 6 names for the alpha werewolves. Like their names are almost always like Logan or Drake. God, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones now.
Very wolfy.
They are just like there are literally just like 4 or 5 names that they reuse for, well, because there's almost always like 3 or 4 alphas in each one because they're like, competing packs, and they'll just like use the same names. And it's a time. It is a time. You're aware, Corgi. Exactly. Except in Avengers Endgame, of course, yes, because they are. Oh my gosh, what is he called in that? What is he's Super Bruce, but I don't remember.
Oh, he's the Gray Hulk, technically. I don't remember what they call it in the movie, but that's what he is.
Ugh, my brain's out.
Like there's Bruce Banner, and then there's like the Green Hulk, where the Green Hulk he's all
Professor Hulk.
And then the Gray Hulk is called the Gray Hulk because it's like Hulk's body, but Bruce's brain. So like they're still not interacting with each other per se. But yeah, Professor Hulk.
Professor Stepbrother Alpha Hulk? Yes. No, Mullen. No. Please don't put that image in my mind. Think of that shower scene.
I think you got me.
It's the ad that you get is always from that one is always the shower scene where like those kids come in and they're trying to like convince the professor. His name's Adrian. That's the other one. They're Adrian or Aiden. That's the other alpha name all the time. Professor Adrian, we know Chloe's in there with you. And he's like looking under to see if he can find 2 pair of feet. But just picture the Hulk, Professor Hulk, like lifting her up, except he would not think of his own strength and he would like throw her through the ceiling. And then
reminds me of, I don't know why I get ads for this because I have never played one of them, but I get ads for these games all the time where like for some reason someone's like, sexy maid outfit, and then they fall through a floor and then there's like only the bottom half of them, and then the other person comes in and they're doing things, and then it's like, tell them to stop, or, tell them to keep going. And one of them is like very obviously this Draco and then Hermione, and I'm like, why are you targeting me?
That's how they roll, man.
I also get this one a lot where it's this, like, it's for a web novel audiobook app, and it's one of the like alpha ones, and this teenage girl is coming in, and she thinks that he's gonna reject her as his mate because she's already been through like 3 or 4 mates, and I'm like, she's 16. How has she been through so many already?
Seems excessive.
And then he's all like, why would I reject you? You're my mate. And she's all like, what? And I'm like, yes, what? Professor Holt, we know your stepsister or the Omega student is there.
Yeah. A decent Hulk movie would be nice. Puny God. That is one of my favorite Hulk scenes, actually. On my manga website, I get ads for webtoons, and one that I see a lot is this BL story where the MC loses his job and ends up as the personal assistant to a cat hybrid woman who is a supermodel.
A cat hybrid man who is a supermodel.
A cat hybrid man. What did I say?
You said woman.
I don't know.
It's not a BL if one of them's a woman.
You could be right.
I hate that when they like show the webtoon, like regardless of whether or not I'm interested in the webtoon, why would you not tell me what it's called? What if I was interested? How am I gonna find it?
Remember, you're an orphan. You can never be happy. How dare she forget that for 1 second? That was the thing we were talking about last night, was that like every single one of those stories, someone is an orphan. And like one of the ones I watched a few weeks ago, it's like a sister. Oh my God, that one's really bad. No, it was actually really good. So the main character, her
is well written but questionable.
Sure. The main character has a sister who was adopted, and her adopted sister is sleeping with her fiance. So she sleeps with her fiance's uncle to get back at him, which I love.
That's a choice.
I'm here for it. I mean, he's their age. It's a young uncle, so it's not even an age gap.
If he was an old uncle, it's fine. Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do. Yeah, do what you gotta do.
I always find it a choice when revenge sex happens with another member of the family, because then I'm like, the family member is in on it. I'm like, that's another level.
It's another level. But they get to like this point where they say like, so the main character, her parents found her at an orphanage, and she convinced them to take this other girl that was an orphan from there. And they're like this rich family. But then it turns out that like the richest family also, their daughter was at an orphanage. And I'm like, what do you mean 2 super rich families, their daughters were in orphanages? And they just happened to be in the same one. Like, did somebody kidnap them?
How did they lose their children? You're
right, like
super rich.
Almost all of them have some kind of like a missing lost child trope. And I'm like, you have more money than God. How have you lost your children? Like, what happened?
If anybody should be able to keep track of their children, it should be people with money and resources.
It's a time.
We're here for the messy drama.
I
will take messy drama that sometimes makes no sense, but like is an intriguing and engaging time over 200 pages of sad angst. I dropped the book. It's on the floor.
It is now on the floor.
Which, to be clear, I'm not saying the book is bad, because like New York Times bestseller, obviously shit ton of people like it. Just I am annoyed at it for my personal preference. It turns out it's really easy to misplace a child, I guess. All the Peter Parkers, Tony Stark's child fantasy.
those are pretty common. Putting the angst on the floor.
See, in a lot of webtoons, there will be like a super rich kid who, or like the main character will be the childhood best friend of a super rich kid slash like adopted sibling, because I guess it's kind of common practice in certain places that rich families just adopt a playmate for their child.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I guess fair. If I had extra money and didn't want to do pregnancy again, I'd buy my kid a playmate. Why not? But then, like, the MC is always horribly mistreated by the step sibling, and there's so much. And the step sibling always steals their fiance at like the very beginning, and then we've got a revenge marriage plot. It's all like, well, you took my fiance. Here's the rich guy that's better than my fiance that you've always had a crush on since we were kids. And I'm like, do it, boo.
Oh, I like that you're like it in our built-in break streams.
Yeah.
I figured we'd try it. I like it too. Sam, do you have anything else you would like to add before we run off?
No, I have a baby that I'm swaddling. She's out of her swaddle now.
Well, we...
Oh my God, Malin, you read Marry My Husband! That was so good! I love that one! Malin, you and I, we need to DM more. We need to discuss the webtoons we read.
We have Holly coming up next, and then Mars will be after that. Mars is going to be looking up some of these tropes. And then we'll have a closing chat, and you guys can give us your feel for the weekend overall. And if Sam has nothing else, I am ready to run away. All you got, buddy?
That's all I got.
Wave bye to our friends.
Bye.
Bye.